Hello, today we learn something new. We're talking about the 1/8 note, also known as the quaver. Now that is half a beat long. So far we've only had notes as 1, 2 or 4 beats long. So this is the first time we're going to divide one beat into two parts. Now you want those two parts to be equal. Quaver is half a beat, not a fast note and a long note, a fast note. So you have to first get used to dividing a beat up. So we're at 40 now. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So listen to it a bit, and then you say end in between each number. For example, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's what you're going to be doing. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so we're going to try that together for a second. Yeah, so with metronome. Choose whatever string. I'm going to go for the G string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and yeah, this was 2 bars. Now the first exercise is going to be just about quavers, introducing the quavers. Now I hope you noticed I'm not using a whole bow for every single note. That would be crazy fast. So you're going to reduce the amount of bow you use. Until now, all the exercises I tried to make you use as much bow as possible, just to teach you how to stretch forward. If you've done all those exercises properly, you'll know how to stretch forward, and now we're going to learn to reduce the amount of bow we use for the short notes, and we're still going to use whole bows for the longer notes. Yeah, so because you're only going to use part of bow, sometimes you're going to be playing near the heel, sometimes you'll be playing in the middle, sometimes you'll be playing near the tip. And it feels very different if you play with a straight arm, almost, always reaching forward, or whether you're at the heel. Yeah, both cases it has to sound nice, your bow has to be straight, but it feels very different. So part of the exercise today is that sometimes you will be playing an exercise all the quavers at the heel. Sometimes you'll be playing all the quavers near the tip, and it will feel very different. So be aware of that. Now the exercises are all very short, so I will repeat them. Usually at 40 I don't, but because we're dividing it up, I am going to do even the slowest one at with all the repeats. Okay, so the first one, it's just 4 notes per string, and from low to high and back. Open strings only, of course. Support, don't slouch. Round thumb, low shoulder, relaxed fingers, round little finger, and play somewhere where you feel most comfortable to begin with. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's the first exercise. Now, if you play exclusively near the heel like I did, make sure your elbow follows through. Don't just leave it hanging somewhere. Yeah, so make sure that when you make the string changes, you remember everything with it before. That for the C string, your elbow is much higher than when you're on the A string. Yeah, so drop it and come back up every single time. Now the next exercise, let's assume we start on a down bow. We're going to start at the heel, we go towards the tip. That's a down bow. That means that on the next exercise you have first a crotchet, one beat, one note. Then we are always at the tip. Now we're going to play 4 short notes near the tip. Up, down, and we go all the way back. So it's going to be 1, 2, and 3, and 4, or with the viola, something like 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1. So that's what we're going for right now. So with the metronome, all 4 strings, very similar than before, just a slightly different rhythm, and now all the quavers are going to be at the tip. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Yeah, so that's it. If you want, you can also start on the tip and do all the quavers at the heel, but that's similar to what we will do next. Next we start with 4 quavers, and then we follow that up with 2 crotchets, so 4 1/8 notes, and then 2 quarter notes. So it's 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So like this: 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Yeah. So with the metronome, 1, 2, and 3, 4. that's that. Now the next exercise, it mixes things up. So far, the first exercise we had 8 notes per bar. The next 2 exercises we had 6 notes per bar. Means that if you have an even amount of notes, every bowing pattern in every bar is the same. You start on a down bow, the next bar you will still start on a down bow, and the next bar again. But this one, it mixes things up. It has 5 notes per bar, 5 bows. Means that when you start on the down bow on the first bar, your quaver is going to be at the tip. Next bar, you will start on up bow, so then the quavers will be at the heel, and up and down. Every single bar, it changes. So it's going to be 1, 2, and 3, and sorry, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and now reverse 1, 2, and 3, 4, or with the instrument it is 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and so on. But as you can see, the first time my quavers, my 8 notes, were near the tip. The second time around, they were near the heel. So we're at 40. 1, 2, and 3, 4. So that's that. As you've experienced now that it changes continuously, so it's important that you experiment in the beginning with that first exercise. Try to start on an up bow once near the tip, on a down bow near the tip. Same thing at the heel, up and down. Start. It changes things depending on which direction you start. Okay, so just make it difficult for yourself and learn and make it beautiful. Always make it beautiful. Now the last exercise only has 3 notes per bar, but now it's very much about contrast. The first note is 3 beats long, very long. There's 2 fast notes, 2 quavers, and it goes all the way back. Again, it's an uneven amount of bows per bar, so the first bar, if you start on a down bow, the second down bar, it will be on an up bow with a long note, so that means quavers on the tip, quavers at the heel, the next bar again, the other way around. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and slow, 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 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and So like I told you, it's a very short exercise, but you can play it in so many different ways, different parts of the bow, start different directions. So don't dismiss it, do it a couple of times, make it easy, and next time around we'll mix things up again. Okay, we go to 50. So good luck with that, and I'll see you there. Take care, bye.